All right, folks, let me tell you a story of how my life got turned upside down. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the title, this video is about Twitch and how they absolutely hate the thing that keeps their website going. How does that make any sense? But anyway, this is my story of how I got troll reported and Twitch did absolutely nothing to support me as a streamer and as a user of their services. So buckle in, folks. This is going to get bumpy.
Jesus Christ!
So I'm going to start with a brief history. So I started streaming in 2016. That is correct. 10 years ago. I know, a chuffing lifetime ago. So for those of you out there that've got the attention span of a pork scratching, long story short, I started streaming, put the hours in, got all the good stuff that comes with streaming on Twitch, whatever the hell that is, more viewers basically, and I caught a few, like, suspensions. So I caught a few in the early days, like 2022 and like the end of 2022 and the beginning of 23. Basically, when I got more popular, got more people involved. Unfortunately, what comes with that is a lot of trolls, and there's kind of stuff that I do with a lot of like chat interactive games on Twitch and on stream. You just get a lot of people saying the gamer words, the N and the F word, and just trying to be hilarious. So yeah, people started troll reporting me, and at the time I ended up catching an indefinite suspension, which was the beginning of 2023. I think I appealed it, but it got denied. So that was it, done.
I'll be back.
So fast forward to 2025, October of, and I found out in a roundabout way because I just happened to be on the Twitch appeals portal, which you still have access to even when you're banned, even though you don't have access to their site. You still have access to the appeals portal, and I realized when I was on there having a look, you can actually ask for your account to be reinstated, and it basically means if you've served your time, so it's anything after 6 months, you can ask to be reinstated, and if they deem you worthy, you get your account back, which I did. So October of 2025, I started streaming again on Twitch, still doing it on Kick. So a week after I got reinstated, somebody reported my channel for sexual content, and the stream that I was doing was a normal Jackbox stream, just getting drunk, having a laugh with my beautiful chat people, and Twitch actually reviewed it and removed it from the channel. But then things started to get really interesting. So the day after, I streamed again, and I was streaming Battlefield, I believe it was, and I got a suspension for adult nudity. So I appealed it straight away, and Twitch instantly hit me back with denied. So appeal got denied, and then a few more days go past, do another stream, insta suspended again. 3 days this time. Fantastic news. Again, zero adult nudity, absolutely nothing. And by the way, since I streamed like the few years before, they've changed the rules so you can actually add things on your stream to say it's got adult content, drinking, violence, language, whatever. I actually put all them on all the time, and these were still getting upheld. These reports were still getting upheld. Hello, I am Twitch support bot. So this is where I start to think it's a bit ridiculous. These things are not happening. I can categorically say I am not getting my titties out on stream. What is going on? So I contact Twitch customer service. Now, you will like this. I guarantee you will like this. So I initially speak to Rise, who is the Twitch support bot. So he joins and he says, hello, I am Twitch support bot. My job is to connect you to the right person to answer your question. So I go through the motions, get the right category, do all that jazz. I want to speak to a person. I don't give a shit about speaking to the bot. They can't help me. So I get my Twitch chat transferred to a person, apparently. So it's still called Rise, which I think is very odd. I think the fact that the Twitch bot is called Rise and yet the person was called... Anyway, I'm surmising, it's fine. They asked me, they said, please can you elaborate on the issue you're having for me? Be able to know also your replication steps for how you found this issue. So I go through the motions and I say, I'm having a problem with my account being suspended. I believe it is someone abusing the reporting system. I would like some help, please. He says, I understand that you're facing trouble with your Twitch account. Please allow me a moment while I quickly check it for you. See, it just doesn't sound like a person. You know what I mean? It just seems off. So they said, thank you. Thanks for waiting. Upon checking, your account was not suspended. If you're mentioning some other accounts, please contact us from that account. Or are you are facing an issue from this account, please share me the screenshot of the error. So I sent him an image of the Twitch portal, which shows the 2 suspensions. So I said, that is the 2 suspensions I have from the last 2 streams on the appeals portal. Thanks for the information. Please allow me a moment. And then they said, thank you. And then they said, thanks for waiting. I'm finding that this is going to require some additional time to investigate and handle this for you. What I'm going to do for you is transfer this chat to email and follow up with you there. I will make sure to update you as soon as I make progress on this issue for you. Before I do you have any other questions for me? And then, I'm not joking, as I was talking to the bot, to the literal Twitch bot, person, the customer service person, I get reported again. Somebody reported my stream while I wasn't streaming for adult nudity. Like, how nuts is that? So I say, I think I've just been suspended again. And then I was looking and I said, I've literally just been suspended while we were talking and got a 3-day suspension. So they said, okay, I've seen that. Please don't worry. You will receive an email regarding this issue as soon as possible. And I just put, is there an issue with my account? And then he put, yes, your account got banned. Thanks for that. Nice one. Fucking phenomenal. Well done. And he said, please don't worry. We'll help you regarding this issue. I am a little bit worried. So are you going to email me a follow-up? Yes, you are right. Okay. It's not a person at all. Do you know how long that will take? You'll receive an email regarding this issue as soon as possible. Maybe within 24 to 48 hours. Doubt. I don't understand. There is only one VOD on my channel. It is of me playing Battlefield 6. Where is the nudity? I'm sorry, but our team cannot tell you if your content is appropriate to broadcast. Please make sure to review our terms and service of community guidelines to determine if your content is allowed on Twitch. The links for those things. Our general rule of thumb is if you're unsure if something is appropriate, err on the side of caution. So I put, I'm very aware of that. Are you telling me Battlefield 6 isn't allowed to be played on Twitch? So they read it and they seem to be having to think about their answer. And he says, can you please share me a screenshot of the error? Now I'm instant. This is a bot. This is not a person. This is a bot. So I thought, I am being reported for something that's not in my content. Where is my protection from this? As much as we would like to help, the Twitch support team is not best equipped to help with user enforcement issues. Well, who is? Our 24/7 moderation team reviews all reports regarding users that break our terms of service. In order to get this investigated as quickly and effectively possible, please use the report system directly on Twitch. For an example of how to do this, see detailed instructions. They are unable to investigate user reports which are not sent through the proper method. So that sounds like, to me, they're thinking that I need to report something when it's not. I'm being reported for something I haven't done. So once again, links the Twitch portal, yada, yada, yada. Once again, I request you to report. So I've just put, there is nothing to report. My channel is being suspended for no reason. And then the bot says, I understand that. For that reason, I have said you will receive an email regarding this issue as soon as possible. Please don't worry, you'll receive it as soon as possible. Would there be anything else I can help with you for today? I said, no, thank you. I look forward to receiving your email. And that, folks, is how a customer service department does absolutely nothing to help you. Absolutely nothing. So at this point, I was fairly steaming, I'm not going to lie. So Twitch support does reply to me, but goes into a massive spiel about how to log things on the appeals portal and use Twitch support, which I've tried. So did not work. I emailed them about the false reporting. So I emailed them again separately and I got a case number. Phenomenal job. I like that. That's good. So I get a reply and it's exactly the same as the one I got from Twitch support without the case number. I thought, that fantastic job. Well done, guys. So I then said, look, you know, this isn't right. This isn't working. Please, I need help. And they said this on screen. They said they can't help. Confirmed that unfortunately we cannot provide any additional insight into your request outside of what we provided in the previous responses. As a result, we're closing the case in this thread. That's it. Done. No thanks, guys. Absolutely done with it. Like, brilliant. That's awesome. And then to rub salt in the wound, I also got the Twitch appeal of the suspension that I got while I was on with the Twitch service bot, which is the denied. Phenomenal job. Well done. So I also got an email back again from the false reporting, and it basically just says, you should have received something on the portal, and that's it. That's basically it. Like, right, yeah, no, that's not it. No, that's not it, folks. So I followed up again, and then I got another, I'm sorry, we're closing this case in this thread. Phenomenal job, guys. Well done. And then I believe it was the week after I streamed, I got reported and suspended again for a day, this time for sexual content, going up in the world, I guess. I appealed, denied. So, phenomenal job, well done. And then I think it was the week after, the stream the week after, I got a warning for unmoderated behaviour. So this was spamming hateful slurs, not moderating things, which is an absolute lie. And I didn't get any ban for this. It was just a suspension. So I appealed it as normal, denied. So phenomenal job. Kaboom. So as it stands right now, I have sent off a subject access request, which is something by law you're allowed to give to a company, and they have to give you all the data, everything you ask for, they have to send it to you, which is what I've done. And as of recording this right now, they have replied. They've said they won't do it. So I now have to log a case with the ICO, and they will look into it and basically force Twitch to do it. Now, since all this has been going on, since everything the old time's been going on as it does, I have found out the actual person or the name of the account that's been doing it, and it was Juice World 489. Now, once I've been on Twitch and had a look, this account has been banned, and I believe they've been reported, and they were a mass troll. They were going around small Twitch channels and reporting them for random bits and pieces, usually sexual content, because it gets people insta-banned or suspended, and that's what they were doing. But somebody's found out, reported them, and they have been banned or reported. The good thing about Twitch is when you go on to Twitch and you sign up, regardless of how many accounts you have, Twitch actually logs your IP address. So even if you go on and you make multiple accounts from your computer, it logs your IP address. So the good thing is, if this goes any further and Twitch don't want to deal with it, I'm happy to take this to full 9 yards. I will be pushing for a civil law case, because this shouldn't happen. Twitch should have my back as a streamer using their service. If I am being falsely reported for things I'm not doing, Twitch should have my back, which they do not. So I'm going to push this to the back. So I'm going to try and get as much as I can. I'm going to see as far as I can take it. But hopefully this has helped anybody else out there that is suffering from the same thing. I believe Twitch in recent years has come up against bad press, and I am not surprised. And I hope that they change their ways. Otherwise, other streaming services are going to take over, and it's well deserved, in my opinion. So yes, thank you for watching, folks. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you're having trouble with Twitch as well. Hopefully get on the bandwagon and fuck up their stupid asses. So yes, thank you very much, folks. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.